Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
This too shall pass. This too shall pass. I said to somebody yesterday that if I was to get another tattoo, it would be that somewhere on my body. And maybe I still will. But it is, here's the thing about words that we've heard or quotes or phrases or passages from spiritual texts is that we can take them and we've heard them. We go, yeah, right? And then there's these different levels to the simplicity, but yet the power that is in that simplicity. This too shall pass. Change is something, is inevitable in life. Look at nature, constantly changing. Look at the animal kingdom, changing. Look at our world, changing. Right? We can be in this moment, in this time in our life, and the challenge we're going through, or the happiness, the joy we're going through, and somehow think that it's going to go on forever, and perhaps not really being appreciative of the moment and having gratitude for those moments. And not to be in fear of, oh my God, it's going to go away sometime, but just to understand that this is life, like waves coming, down onto the shore and then back again. This is the change. This is the inevitability of life. This is the way it really does work. This too shall pass. Nothing that you're in, no place that you're in, no experience that you're going through right now is going to be forever. But believe me, I understand how I can feel that way. I do. I get that. Of just feeling like just so entrenched in it, so enmeshed in it, just so fucking deep in it, that you can't see that this too shall pass. I mean, how could you? You're just so deep and so far. So I understand that these words right now that you might be hearing with whatever you're experiencing in your life, sister, brother, that you're like, oh, great, easy for you to say. No, not easy for me to say. Not easy for anybody to say. Everybody's going through their stuff in life. But it is inevitable that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And sometimes you can be taking all sorts of action towards a shift or a growth or an evolution, whatever you're going through, and you're not seeing the quote-unquote results yet. You're perhaps so attached to the outcome of how you believe that it's supposed to look that you're unable, unwilling to look up and out of that. And so you can't possibly see that this too shall pass. Well, what do you mean, Karen? Because this is what's going on and it's hell or it's painful or it's sad or it's overwhelming or it's lonely or it's, I don't know, any of those things. This too shall pass. And again, even in the times where you've taken action, you're like, God damn it, I'm not seeing anything change right now. Is this working? Is this not working? Are things going to shift and change? Is it going to open up? This too shall pass. On your knees in prayer if you need to. Tattoo on your body if you wanna. I'm not saying you need to go to that extreme of a permanent tattoo, but this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And knowing that whatever it is that you are really wishing that this too shall pass, let's say if it is something that's very difficult, very challenging, very hard, very come to Jesus moment you're having in your life right now, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And you're going to look back on this one point in your life and go, man, I got through that. I did that. I did that. And maybe even seeing the importance of it, the purpose in it, the meaning of it, right? That it was necessary for that to happen. This too shall pass. And the flip side of being in a place of just like joy and absolute, just bliss and everything's flowing in life. And like I mentioned earlier, we can forget sometimes that those will be times that'll be fleeting, if you will, eventually. We'll move, we'll shift. And again, not from the point of scarcity of like, oh my God, it's all going to go away. What I love Brene Brown's explanation talks about this as foreboding joy, kind of feeling like the joy and feeling it and then being like, oh shit, it's all going to go away. Like being in fear. That's different. That's not what I'm talking about. But just being present. It's like soaking up every piece of that joy, that happiness, that flow. And knowing that, yeah, this too shall pass. And every single moment, every single experience, conversation, place, people, person, emotion has purpose and meaning. Our life is not meant to be always in this place of joy and bliss. And, there has to be some other pieces to it. I'm not saying to bring on the drama and bring on the pain and purposely put yourself in situations as to understand when they come up, right? I mean, just again, look at life. There's birth and death. There's growth and there's no growth. That's the opposite of growth. Death, growth, death, birth, death. There's movement forward, there's movement backwards. There's up, there's down, there's in, there's like, this is it. This is it. This too shall pass. And there may be things that you realize that you need to take some more action on or not. Or maybe to not take any more action and just be accepting and surrender of the place that you're in and the moment that you're in, the experience that you're in and the place that you're in right now in your life. And it's okay because this too shall pass. So your more tip for today is this. One of my favorite ones, sister. Simply write this on a Post-it note, wallpaper on your phone. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Maybe set it as an alarm on your phone. I'm going to do that actually. I have different alarms that go off throughout the day that I'd set timers on with different reminders for me. Usually about love and staying present and trusting. But yeah, this too shall pass. Write that down. Have that as a reminder for you. And you can take this episode and kind of be like, oh yeah, this is cool, right? This too shall pass. Kind of nod your head. Or you can really see the deeper meaning in this. It's funny how we look for complicated solutions often to the challenges that we think are really complicated, but in reality, they're quite simple. Which is why when we hear deep principles, another one is, Ghani's Be the Change, we hear these things and they have such impact and meaning. And there's a reason that people keep talking about them or keep quoting them or keep sharing them because they do have that significant impact. So do not take this lightly. But have some lightness in the experience and the stuff you're going through in life right now and knowing that this too shall pass. So I did this crazy thing 2 years ago, sister, I want to share with you that I had an idea. And the idea was about journaling. And I knew that so many women would benefit from journaling. I know the impact on my life. I know the impact on my clients that I worked with. And so I thought, well, what if, because I had a lot of women that say like, oh yeah, I should journal. I'm like, well, what if I just give them a journal? And then there's no excuse, right? They just give you a journal. And so I did that. And I have now sent out over 600 free Women Wanting More limited edition journals. There's been 3 or 4 versions of them so far to about 20 plus countries around the world. And it's been incredible. And I'm at the tail end of it. And so I put out a post yesterday saying, hey, I've got 50 left. And there's now 42 as I record this podcast here on a Tuesday morning at about 10 a.m. So if you would like one of the last free journals, which by the way, you take care of a little bit of shipping and I do all the rest for you. That is my gift to you. Here's what you need to do. Go to drkarenosborn.com/free journal. So drkarenosborn.com/free journal. And you can get one of the last ones because this is it. I have sent all of those out myself, packaged with love, address labeled, custom forms sent, take them to the post office, wait in line, 600 plus. I think we're at, the ones that I've sent out, I think 605 or 610, something like that. So, and it's been joy to do it, but it's coming to an end. So if you would like one, head over to drkarenosborn.com/free journal, and you can grab one of those then right now before we are done with the last 42. And right now, there is currently one spot that is remaining for my one-on-one summer coaching program. A lot of women applying. Not everybody is a fit. Not all go through the steps. And that's okay. But this is really a very, very special coaching program it's for a woman. Again, one spot left right now that is just at a real crisis and a crossroads and has tried, maybe you've tried so many things to try to really help or change a situation, but you're kind of realizing that you need help and you need to be able to have that guidance, and you're trying all these things, but nothing's really creating any kind of a lasting result, or if any at all, or a little bit of a change. And then it just seems like 2 steps forward and then 10 back, where you're going to really work with me, very intimately, learning all of these tools, having me literally 24/7 at a level of coaching that I've never offered before. And I'm testing this summer and I'm loving it. And the clients that are a part of this are loving this, that have this access to me, so that the work that we do is we co-create what you want with your life over this 90-day period of time, that we don't lose momentum, that when things happen, you have access to me so we can get you right back on track quickly. So to apply, because this is by application for one-on-one coaching with me, to apply for this last remaining spot, you need to email me, drkarenosborn@gmail.com. So same spelling, drkarenosborn@gmail.com. Simply say, Karen, I'd like to apply for the last spot, and I will send you instructions from there. So email me at drkarenosborn@gmail.com. So I will talk to the next episode, sister. A life of more is understanding that wherever you are in your life, that yes, this too shall pass. Every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborn.com/newsletter.